What is up, guys? Welcome to CJ's Vlogs and welcome to the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT. Thank you so much to the guys from the AMG Driving Academy for letting me have a go at this beautiful machine. It's going to be a short drive from the racetrack where we're at, Kailami, to Pretoria, where the AMG Academy actually keeps their cars. So I thought I'll just shoot a small review. I've never driven an AMG GTS. This is my first time, but let's just see what it's like. It's gonna be epic. Let's go. Okay, so currently the car is in comfort mode and it doesn't make, well, it's got a growl. It's got that AMG growl as they talk about it. If I can find the windows, there we go. We can open it up and we can hear. It's got that AMG growl, and that's something I've always loved about AMGs from the first time I drove the original C63, which was naturally aspirated 6.2 litre V8, was the growl. Listen to that. Incredible. And this one does have the AMG package, so you've got the amazing AMG bucket seats, which just hold you. I know from the first time when I drove an A45, it was just so incredible with the way the seat just holds you so tight. So you know, you sit snug, even when you're on track. It's just, you sit solid, which is great, and it's one of my favorite bucket seats from manufacturers in general. So the seating position is very nice. In this car, you've also got an Alcantara wheel, so it's very it's got that racy feel. You've got these nice F1 inspired dials, so everything around you in this car is just aggressive. This car's finished in a nice matte grey paint job. I'm not too sure what it is called, but it just looks great, and it looks great on all the Mercs. So yeah, this is awesome. Another thing to note is the way the central tunnel is situated. Almost looks like you're sitting in like a jet, you know, because you've got all these buttons in the center. You've got the gear knob, you've got the gearbox control, you've got the exhaust button. Sounds like it makes a difference. Let's go into sport so we can actually hear it. And aluminium finish. You know, this car is proper German. Nice big V8 at the front. So and also with the dual clutch, it gets off the line so smoothly and softly. It's not really a bother. And the gearbox is so smooth. Even in sport, getting gear through gear, it's not too hard, not too punchy on you. Not a bad way to spend on a Wednesday afternoon, right? It's incredible. Also, I'm not too sure on the exact power figures of this car, but it does have the 4 litre bi-turbo V8 situated at the front. And with these cars, especially with the AMG GT, nose is very long, so you've got to be considered the size. Back very short. Very nice maturity of design from the SLS come to the GTS, although I miss the doors that, you know, swing up, but hey, you can't have everything. But the engineering that's gone into this car, far superior to previous generations. And you know, even now sitting in traffic, let's go back into comfort mode. Comfort mode puts the suspension into soft, engine into its comfort setting, gearbox into D, quietens the exhaust, so puts it into the GT mode essentially. And I'm absolutely comfortable. You've got all your climate control and necessary things for comfort. Sport kind of stiffens things up, makes the steering a little bit more weighted, engine a little bit more noisy. Sport Plus, then you start to tamper into the traction control settings, and then you start losing percentages of traction control to increase the sporty feel and increase the driver's ability to use the car and to move the car around. Race mode, I guess that is essentially more systems off, more aggressive tuning, but I'm not too sure on that. And then of course traction control. There is also 2 suspension buttons down here. You can use that to essentially change the ride control. You can go comfort, sport and sport plus. So I guess even if you go into a mode like sport plus, you can adjust the suspension back to comfort, so you can get the loud sound and that stuff, but you can keep the comfort settings in the suspension, which is always a nice feature. Absolutely love the dials. I think Mercedes, you know, again, German brands, they know design, they know how to do it clean, they know how to do it sharp. And again, F1 inspired. You've got like a carbon background, you've got a checkered flag in the middle, got your boost gauge, meters, everything that you need right there for you. Okay, let's hear it. Those downshifts. Pops and bangs, don't we just love them? Incredible. Well, there's the sound. The sound is excellent. Upshifts, downshifts, pops, bangs and crackles. Oh, this is amazing. It's cars like these that are just so entertaining, you know. That is 64 km an hour, and you just got to get on the throttle, get off it. I'm sorry, but it's just mightily entertaining. And the torque it's powerful, this thing is proper. It just moves around a little bit, trying to gain traction, but once you start pulling the gears and getting through them, it just kind of hauls along proper. You hear that popping? Another thing is the turbos, because they're situated in the V of the V8. So think of a V8, the turbos are situated in the middle of that. So you do get a lot of that induction sound. Oh, and the gearbox is quick, eh? The dual clutch. That is the DCT gearbox. It you just pull here, 5, 4, 5, 6, just like that, boom, boom, boom. I love it. It's all of those elements that make the car, one, so drivable, is you're not really intimidated by it. You just kind of, you know. Okay, although it encourages you to constantly get on the throttle, I think it's a sound thing, but also the thrill of it. Even though it does move around, it's not so intimidating that you feel uncomfortable to put that throttle down. pedals because the gearbox is so good and the sound is so enthralling. You just want to go up and down, up and down, up and down the gearbox. Jeez. Truly excellent. I think this is an incredible machine. Thank you very much for watching, and I think for the value for money, I know these retail at about 2.4 million rand. It's a great package and it just works, and even if you're not the most accomplished driver, you can still get your AMG driving course done, and then once you're in this, you will just feel comfortable. The sound, feel, looks, this car's got it all. So thanks guys, see you on the next one.